But I want to turn it over to Christine Langford now to speak a bit more about building successful destination golf events. Christine.
Yes, thank you, Pat. It's lovely to be here today. As Pat said, I'm currently hosting an event, the Tarleton Pairs event, which is a mixed golf event, and it's in its first year, and it's starting fairly small, but I'm delighted to say, as I left the hotel breakfast table today, my customers were already speaking about coming back next year. The Women in Golf Ladies event, which takes place in November, is in its 6th year. I got involved in it in 2012. It originally started in 2010 as a joint initiative between the Tourist Board and Port Royal. Since that time, it's grown steadily. In 2012, we had 40 ladies, including 5 ladies from Uganda, which is pretty unusual. They'd flown 22 hours to get here and loved every minute of it. And last year, we had 56 ladies, and those 56 ladies represented 7 different countries and about 30 different golf clubs. Many of them are repeat business, and whilst the event started initially as a 7-day tournament, it's grown and grown. In fact, I try and get out a few days early, but if I keep doing that, I reckon I'll probably have to start coming out about July to beat them, because every year they tack a few days on. So last year, over half of the ladies came on a 10 to 12-day package. The beauty of Bermuda for me is the way the partnerships work. It's great working with the hotels, it's great working with the Tourist Board, and it's certainly great working with the golf courses. I don't think really Bermuda, when I started getting involved in an event in 2012, I don't think anybody really considered it an obvious golfing choice as a European destination. It is a long-haul flight, so it takes a bit of selling. But the lovely thing is that when you get women golfers, and certainly the women that we get playing on the event, not only do they have a great time, but they come from golf clubs, and many of them, such as the girls from Royal Guernsey and Royal Jersey, they have over 200 women members at their golf courses. So golf being the sort of game it is, where we don't have to run about and get out a puff, we tend to talk while we play, and they go back and they talk it up to such an extent that now we find really that with the ad for this year's event only out for 2 weeks, we've already got 20 people, and 18 of those have already signed up for the 10-night package. It's a great venue. We all know it's a great venue. It's a great venue for our type of event, mainly because it's a place. A lot of the time when you go, and I'm lucky enough to go to some lovely places in the world, but I stay on a resort, and that's what I do. I stay on a resort, and so do my customers. Today, my customers have got a day off, and they're all over the island spending their money and enjoying the wonderful experience. They use the buses, they use the taxis. So once you get people here, they are able to experience Bermuda as a place. And I think that's certainly for me what makes it a very, very easy sell and a very, very easy repeat sell. I've got quite a few ladies on the event in November who told me 3 years ago, we only ever go somewhere once. And I said, okay then. Enjoy it. Hope you enjoy Bermuda. And on Sunday at the airport, they go, well, what is the date of next year's event? And as I say, already this year I've got 3 ladies, and this will be their 4th time. And that's just a huge, huge compliment for everybody really on the island. Leisure is really organised in a first-rate way. I think all of us in the UK and Europe, we all recognise that Bermuda is an exclusive destination. It has a reputation of being expensive and exclusive, but once you get here, I think really what you find is, because of the people and because of the way everybody works together, that it's actually very inclusive. Golf isn't exclusive, and it's one of the things that we love about it. When we play at Port Royal, we meet Bermudans who are playing golf. When you go to other places in the world, you meet other hotel guests. You don't get a chance, really, to integrate with the local people. We get on the buses and we integrate with the local people, and I'm confident that it will be something that our groups will do for many years to come. It's a pleasure to be associated with Bermuda tourism and the island of Bermuda. Thank you.
Good morning. And I'd like to say thank you, Pat, for that wonderful thought-out introduction earlier. I was actually coming here today prepared to make a response to the national budget. But after listening to all this excitement that's happening here in Bermuda for golf, I thought I would stick to that script today. What is the Bermuda Golf Advisory Board? Well, it consists of key experienced partners in our industry, in the hospitality industry. Every golf course is represented. Every golf course is represented. We have hotels at the table. We have the BTA at the table. We have the Tourism Authority. And we have our overseas partners all represented at the table. In short, the committee comprises of extremely passionate individuals who all want to see golf rounds increase in Bermuda. Our focus basically is in line with the strategic plan of the Tourism Authority. In a nutshell, we simply want to increase golf rounds in Bermuda. So I'm sure most of you are thinking, how do we do that? Well, there's some different initiatives that we do, and it's really not that hard. We simply embrace the experience that we have at the table, and we share key information to help each other grow our product. And that is key. For example, you've already heard about the impact of the Golf Around package. Just this morning, we've had 3 people check in at Port Royal that are here from Scotland and members of Royal Troon, all on the Golf Around package. So the reach of this package and the impact it's had on our industry for golf is priceless. The Golf Now, which is an online booking agency, we're very excited about this. I believe Andrew Brooks and Adam Barboza in 2012 were campaigning to get Golf Now here in Bermuda. And I must say that as of 2012, that's generated hundreds of thousands of dollars into our golf product. Thousands of rounds have been generated through Golf Now. They have a reach of over close to 1 million people worldwide. You cannot put a price on that. Obviously, another key component to what we do is the events. Obviously, we're not here to reinvent the wheel, but we want to enhance some of the events that we have. We do expect that new events, as you heard, will come online, and we're excited about that. But one of the events that comes to mind is the Bermuda Open. Folks, this is our national event. Can you imagine, just with the community support that we will get, that this event can become a televised tournament, attracting some of the top professionals and amateurs worldwide? Basically, in closing, we have a unique opportunity to take advantage of the PGA Grand Slam and what it has done for Bermuda. Cannot stress enough how important it is to get behind the Tourism Authority in every aspect that we can. As mentioned earlier, we cannot do this alone. We need the community support, and we're excited to be very much part of this new shift in paradigm that we're experiencing here in Bermuda. Thank you, and see you on the golf course.
So just to wrap up, as the golf tourism calendar unfolds, I want to make sure the media is aware of the point people who are working hard every day to make these events successful. You've met Chris Langford of the Talented Pairs in Women in Golf. For Bermuda Collegiate Golf Invitational, it's Brian Farrer of Berry College, who will be here next month. Also next month, Gary Venning of the Bermuda Golf Association will run the Bermuda Open. Team Fairmont is led by Shelley Mazzoli, who is in charge of the Grey Goose Par 3 tournament. The Bermuda Golf Classic and NFL is Clarence Hoffhines and Alex Medeiros. You know Val Neeran's association with the Kitty Michael Golf Classic. And another dear friend of golf in Bermuda is Karen Marsh, who represents the Goslings Invitational, the Goodwill Invitational, and on-the-ground logistics for the Golf Around Getaway package. And last, but certainly not least, my colleagues on the BTA team who are helping to coordinate the golf tourism strategy. Andrew Brooks and Adam Barboza, who's here with us as well, who collectively have a wealth of local knowledge that has been instrumental in getting us to this point. On behalf of the BTA team, I want to thank everyone for their hard work on this strategic effort. We're happy to take any questions you have now.
Sure. What might be your greatest challenge to get this open and running? Airlift, do you think?
Well, airlift is part of it. I think, though, with Sky Miles these days and everybody's got their own ways to get to the island, I don't think that's really the issue. I think it's just the planning from ground up. I think that's important. If we have our I's dotted and T's crossed and have something that's meaningful, as you can see by the growth of the golf around package and golf now, these things didn't just pop into our head. These were well thought out plans, and we're able to get the message out. And I think that's the challenge, is making sure we get the right message to the right people.
What numbers are you trying to attract?
Well, anything over 1 to start with. We're looking at probably, I guess, 50 to 100,000 rounds we'd like to see in a year, and when you break that down, it's not a lot. Yeah.
I guess I'm got a good lingo for you all. It's better to be in Bermuda, sunny Bermuda, than to be in 9 feet of snow in Boston.
Absolutely, and we say from the runway to the fairway. Exactly. So, as long as we get the message out, and that's what our goal is.